I'm Freddie
And I'm Chantel,
from His
hers,
Marriage. Brothers and sisters, we're excited. Another opportunity, 2022. We're starting out relaunching our ministry of There's Hope for what? Marriage. And tonight is an awesome topic that Chantel and we've been praying about, and it's came up in the recent news of a lot of couples dealing with issues. And God laid upon our heart to start a 3-part series. What is the title?
Yes, the 3-part series is resolving conflicts
Within marriage.
Within marriage, yes.
Because we have conflicts
Absolutely.
within our marriage.
Right.
I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to show you one of my conflicts.
Now, it's some of you all know we do like to do skits, so this is a skit.
This is a skit.
Yes.
All right. So, Chantel, what's up with this lipstick?
What you mean lipstick?
You bought 2 within the last 2 days.
And what's your point?
Have you been watching the news, the inflation? It's hard times out here.
And what that has to do with lipstick is not that much.
But we on a budget. We got to keep a budget. Let me tell you, you can get some some chapstick.
No, it's not the same. Okay, now you want to pick out what I got. No. Well, how about this payday bar that you bought? Well, nothing. You telling me about my lipstick. How about your payday bar?
Well, I needed something for some energy.
Well, you know what? Then you need to just get you some water and call it a day.
That sounds like a conflict.
Yes, it is.
A conflict in what?
Marriage. Yes.
How many of us have them conflicts within marriage?
Right.
No marriage is what? Perfect.
Absolutely.
Without some conflict.
That's true. And so we're going to touch on 3 areas as it relates to resolving conflicts in marriage.
Yeah.
And the first area is conflict doesn't need to be fueled by emotions, because emotions will dominate the conflict, which doesn't lead to a resolution.
Yeah, because the emotion aspect is you are responding out of something that previously that you didn't even thought that was still there. And sometimes we as men, sometimes we go back from our previous hurts and we bring that into our current relationship or marriage. And that could cause some real conflict within your marriage.
Right. And so oftentimes, when we're in the height of emotion, as people may say, fussing, and oftentimes if you are not focused on the topic or really digging into the topic of the root of what the conflict is, you're just being led by your emotions. So we do encourage couples. Sometimes you may have to step away for a moment. And we do encourage couples to have like a agreed upon time frame to step away, whether it be an hour, 2 hours,
or 24 hours.
Well, that may be a little long, but you know what? If you agree on that,
yes,
and
that's where you become to agree, when you agree to what? Disagree.
Exactly.
And so often, and Chantel, she hit on a few topics, and we're going to go into detail within the series, but there's so much the emotional height of an argument that can cause devastating effects on your relationship.
Right. Because a lot of times when you get emotional, you end up saying things that you regret saying. And so that's the point of stepping away so you can come back and you could talk about it calmly. Now, that's no excuse when you step away and you go and you have your time. That's no excuse to give your partner the silent treatment. Because, you have some people that go to the extreme. You don't do that. The whole point of stepping away for a little bit is just to calm down the emotions so that you can come back and talk about it reasonably. And also, after the emotions have calmed down, now, this may be hard for some couples to do, but we, if you believe God and to resolve your conflict, we encourage couples that when you come back together to pray, inviting God into the midst of your conflict, because, that may not be the easiest thing to do, but it is very effective. And so, you know, we encourage couples to pray and ask God for peace.
Yes, because oftentimes the enemy will come in to cause a division.
Right, right.
And if we don't go to God and take our cares, our complaint, our disagreements to God and say, God, give us a level of understanding, dual understanding of what may have been. That Chantel, she spoke on, and I think I'm getting ahead. She talked about finding the root.
Right,
There's a root behind every incident, every flare up.
right.
And we noticed multiple couples in which we had the opportunity to counsel over the years, and we asked them to write it down.
Right.
Write it
Exactly.
down and then read it back to yourself, because it helps you as you go forward within the resolving the conflict within marriage.
Right. And also, because that is something we will elaborate a little bit more on the in part 2 about writing it down.
Mhm.
But we also, you know, when you come back together and you sit down and you talk, we encourage couples to allow each other to fully express your thoughts and feelings without the intent to respond
Yeah.
or interrupt, because you want to truly listen, in which
Yeah.
that does take practicing self-control.
Yes.
You know, and you know, how you're going to really be able to understand the heart of your spouse if you're not
Yeah.
sitting there and listening and not just want to jump in to respond. And so it goes both ways. So that's vital as it relates to resolving conflicts in marriage.
Yes. And just like Chantel was talking, I really wanted to just jump in. I just wanted to get my point across. And that's how it is in a disagreement within a marriage. We all have the individual who says, I want to be right.
Right. It's not a competition. I
Yes.
think a lot of times couples, they get more caught up in trying to compete to try to see who's going to win the conflict.
Mhm.
But in essence, neither one of you don't come to a middle ground and come to a place of peace. Neither one of you win.
That's right.
When it's all said and done. And that's how you have to approach it.
Yes.
Is that you want to gain something from that and look at it ultimately, when you do come to that middle ground, you both win.
That's right.
In the relationship and in your marriage.
And as we begin to shut this first segment down,
Right.
one of the things is you would discover that most often your argument was about something very, very small.
Right. And minute, and it
And
blows
it
up.
blows up.
Right.
And then that's what happens and causes a disconnect between you and your spouse. Well,
Right.
we're signing off from
Yes.
part 1.
Yes, part 1. Also, we want to mention
Yes.
too that, you know, feel free to click like and share this video with other couples,
Yes.
because we want to get the word out that there is hope for marriage, and we believe in God to really touch the hearts of couples out there.
Yes.
Because right now marriages are being under attack.
Yes.
like no other, especially since the pandemic, and a lot of couples, they can't handle it, and the divorce rate is going up. I mean, on
Yeah.
an all-time high.
Yes.
So definitely feel free to share this video. And also, if you want to book us.
Thumbs up.
Yes, thumbs up for like. And also, if you want to book us for any speaking engagement, conferences, seminars, feel free to email us at johnsonsinspirations@gmail.com. And we will have that information and link and email, so that you can reach out to us, because we would love to be able to come and to be able to speak at your church or organization.
Yes. And as we begin to shut this segment down, we
Yes.
we'll have more of these events, and we will have some live video
Right.
presentations, and we will notify you if you go to our website,
Right.
to our Facebook page, and you look at the His, Hers, Marriage Johnson. And so we'll
Yes.
have that information that coming forth, and how often that we will have the videos posted.
Yes, absolutely. So again, click like and share. And so we're signing off now from
His
Hers
Marriage. Thank you.
Thank you.
I couldn't see it.
Oh, I
I
didn't-
could see you on blind. You know I'm blind as a bat.
You know what she was doing.
You know I'm blind as a
Well,
bat.
let's see. I know what you was doing.
You don't buy it as a pair.